Then you let Dent take your place. Even to a guy like me, that's cold.
Today's video is about badass movie moments. Welcome to Diverse Talk. And let's start with Neo, the One, from The Matrix. Inside the virtual world, Neo, the series hero, was being chased by enemies, viruses. He was almost shot to death, but he got up and was able to activate his ability to do almost anything after being kissed by his lover from the real world.
Now get up.
He is the one.
Blood and Bone. Michael J. White played the role of ex-con Isaiah Boone, the main character in this film. He was in the prison bathroom urinating next to his friend, and his friend warned him that a gang would come to kill him in a few moments. Isaiah's reaction was cold, psychologically and physically.
Good looking out.
Be good, big homie.
Out of my road, nigga. See this right here? Think he's special. Want to be left alone and shit. Don't want to be mobbed up with the rest of us niggas. Like we ain't shit. You understand what I'm saying? Shit don't work like that around your own boy. Yeah, you going with the pack. You the pack. You feel me? And they kind of tight too. That shit don't mean nothing around here though, player. I done seen a whole lot of belt get their ass bent over every day. You understand what I'm telling you? I'm talking to you, partner.
You got to the count of 5.
What you talking to me?
1,
You hear this?
2,
You hear this?
3.
You just signed your own death certificate, player.
I need you to deliver a message. I want you to tell every mother behind these walls that if they get the notion to with me.
The Godfather, opening scene, which played this role, starred Marlon Brando. In this scene, one of the Godfather's old friends comes to ask him to take revenge on someone who brutally hurt his daughter and changed her face due to the severity of the violence. Some say that the cat was outside the movie script. It suddenly appeared on stage, and Marlon Brando continued to act with it.
I went to the police like a good American. These 2 boys were brought to trial. The judge sentenced them to 3 years in prison and suspended the sentence. Suspended the sentence. They went free that very day. I stood in the courtroom like a fool. And those 2 bastards, they smiled at me. Then I said to my wife, for justice, we must go to Don Corleone.
Why did you go to the police? Why didn't you come to me first?
What do you want of me? Tell me anything, but do what I beg you to do.
What is that? That I cannot do.
I'll give you anything you ask.
We've known each other many years, but this is the first time you ever came to me for counsel, for help. I can't remember the last time that you invited me to your house for a cup of coffee. Even though my wife is godmother to your only child. But let's be frank, you never wanted my friendship. And you were afraid to be in my debt.
I didn't want to get into trouble.
I understand. You found paradise in America. You had a good trade, made a good living. Police protected you, and there were courts of law. But you didn't need a friend like me. But now you come to me and you say, Don Corleone, give me justice. But you don't ask with respect. You don't offer friendship. You don't even think to call me Godfather. Instead, you come into my house on the day my daughter's to be married and you ask me to do murder for money.
I ask you for justice.
That is not justice. Your daughter is still alive.
Let them suffer then, as she suffers. How much shall I pay you?
Buonasera. Buonasera. What have I ever done to make you treat me so disrespectfully? If you'd come to me in friendship, then the scum that ruined your daughter would be suffering this very day. And if by chance an honest man like yourself should make enemies, then he would become my enemies. And then they would fear you.
Be my friend? Godfather?
Good. Someday, and that day may never come, I'll call upon you to do a service for me. But until that day, accept this justice as a gift on my daughter's wedding day.
Grazie. Grazie.
Great.
300. This is Sparta. Scene. The main character of the film is King Leonidas, played by Gerard Butler. And I think this is, in everyone's eyes, one of the most badass famous movie scenes in history.
Simple offering of earth and water, a token of Sparta's submission to the will of Xerxes.
Submission. Now that's a bit of a problem.
Madman. You're a madman.
Earth and water. But you'll find plenty of both down there.
No man, Persian or Greek, no man threatens a messenger.
You bring the crowns and heads of conquered kings to my city steps. You insult my queen. You threaten my people with slavery and death. Oh, I've chosen my words carefully, Persian. Perhaps you should have done the same.
This is blasphemy. This is madness.
Madness. This is Sparta!
Batman interrogates the Joker, The Dark Knight. The role of the Joker in this version was played by the late actor Heath Ledger. And in my humble opinion, this was one of the most badass moments in movie history. And the crazy one.
I'm gonna need a cup of coffee.
The good cop, bad cop routine.
Not exactly.
Never start with the head. The victim gets all fuzzy. He can't feel the neck. See?
You wanted me. Here I am.
I wanted to see what you'd do. And you didn't disappoint. You let 5 people die. Then you let Dent take your place. Even to a guy like me, that's cold.
Where's Dent?
Those mob fools want you gone so they can get back to the way things were. But I know the truth. There's no going back. You've changed things. Forever.
Then why do you want to kill me?
I don't want to kill you. What would I do without you? Go back to ripping off mob dealers? No. No, you complete me.
You're garbage. You kills for money.
Don't talk like one of them. You're not. Even if you'd like to be. To them, you're just a freak. Like me. They need you right now. But when they don't, they'll cast you out. Like a leper. See, their morals, their code. It's a bad joke. Dropped at the first sign of trouble. They're only as good as the world allows them to be. I'll show you. When the chips are down, these civilized people, they'll eat each other. See, I'm not a monster. I'm just ahead of the curve.
Where's Dent?
You have all these rules, and you think they'll save you.
In 2015, Vin Diesel had an interview with Brazilian YouTuber Carol Moreira, and the interview went terribly wrong. Click on this video on the screen to watch the interview and other terrible interviews. I can't believe you have reached this time. You are the best. Thank you. Write in the comments which is the most badass moment out of these 5. And if there is a moment worth mentioning from other films or from these 5 films, write it as well in the comments. I really love reading your comments and responding to them.